Dawson, and welcome to Coast to Coast. Let's take a trip to the wine country of Paso Robles with a stay at the beautiful 5-star luxury resort, Allegretto. Nestled between Los Angeles and San Francisco in the heart of Central Coast California wine country, each piece of Allegretto's architecture reflects a symphony composed by a combination of music and balance, making it a harmonious place to visit.
I do that by using the masculine and the feminine, or the yin and the yang, and a lot of these things come out naturally on their own, and I discover it later. But that's the idea, is that both elements are playing out and dancing together. It's like the two bells. You hear one and you hear the other. And they're on the opposite ends of the property.
Douglas Eyre found a home here at Allegretto for the beautiful art he discovered during his travels. What he originally thought would be just a simple B&B turned into a sprawling resort on 20 breathtaking acres of the Paso Robles Wine Country. You might say it's in his genes. The Ayres family first planted roots in California in 1905, when Douglas's great-grandfather, Frank Ayres, bought a $2 bus ticket from Ohio to California. Today, the Ayres family celebrates its centennial, marking 4 generations of the family in real estate development in California. Out of the 16 hotels built across California by the Ayres family and the over 250 wineries that exist in Paso Robles, Allegretto has been described as a world unto itself. Whether a destination wedding, corporate retreat, or weekend getaway, the Allegretto Resort offers a unique experience for their guests with a spa, tasting room, and museum-like adventure to roam the estate's lush courtyard and vineyards, or unwind in mindful meditation in the labyrinths.
I like them to connect wherever they are in their journey. That when they come to Allegretto, it just fills in that next piece, that musical note that is just resonating in their life, and brings a sense of space to where they are that opens up for new ideas and creativity in their own life.
The geographical location of Allegretto leads not only to fun and adventurous activities, its warm climate allows the staff of the Allegretto's Cello Restaurant and Bar to follow with the seed-to-table process by using local produce within a 10-mile radius. Of course, their own grapes cultivated from 100-year-old vineyards and more than 80 herbs grown in their garden to enrich the flavors of the culinary delights offered on the menu.
I intend to make the dining experience here one of the best on the Central Coast. We have the ambiance, we have the great hotel, we have this phenomenal kitchen, I have a great staff, and just taking it to the next level of quality, freshness, flavor, and making the dining experience something that you will, whether you're local, if you want to eat here every day, or you're a guest, you're going to take that experience home with you.
Allegretto Vineyard Resort, where balance, relaxation, and creativity rule, is a place to experience a life-transforming getaway.
There's something for everybody from different cultures, different nations, different pathways to come and join together here.
You can check out more of the beauty of Allegretto on our blog. Rosé all day isn't just an expression, it's becoming a trend as lighter variety wines soar in popularity. Jennifer Mashinsky talks about the season's favorite sips, from the beach to barbecues.
You know, there's nothing quite like sharing great moments with loved ones over a glass of wine. But when it comes to choosing the right wine yourself, it can be overwhelming.
The complexity in the industry doesn't help the consumer. To be able to choose a wine effectively, you have to memorize all these details. I don't find that fun, and I don't find that fair.
We've all been there, standing in front of a wall of wine bottles, feeling unsure about which one to pick. With First Leaf Wines, those days are over. Their personalized wine selection is an adventure crafted just for you.
To make it simple, we ask consumers some basic questions around if they like these regions, if they like these grapes or these styles. They can tell us what other kinds of foods they like. How do you take your coffee, or how would you take your tea? And so from these basic questions, we can build up this taste profile. The algorithm will pick the wine that matches those taste preferences.
First Leaf samples over 10,000 wines each year, curating a selection that brings together the best from around the globe.
that's about 96% accurate after just 3 ratings. The winemakers, the wine buyers, they're also looking at the data, and that's helping us design the whole portfolio.
Even seasoned wine professionals like Philip have faced the challenges of selecting the perfect bottle.
I still struggle and dislike picking wine in a restaurant and in a grocery store. I think the wine industry has sort of accidentally gone out of its way to make it unapproachable to the consumer. We're trying to make it easier for the average person who likes wine. We're just trying to help give you the confidence to make that choice.
Thanks to First Leaf's strong relationships with top wine producers, they can offer exceptional wines directly to their members, cutting out the middleman and saving you up to 60% off retail prices. And the way people enjoy wine has evolved too.
The dominant trend has been, more casual, more ready to drink. People drink wine on its own.
And with summer, First Leaf has your back with a fantastic selection of crisp, light, and refreshing wines perfect for any occasion.
In every instance, we're just trying to help give you the confidence to make that choice.
With First Leaf wines, every sip becomes an exploration, and every bottle is chosen with you in mind. Start your wine adventure today and uncork a world of personalized wine selections.
And the latest in Barbie mania with Elise, Ava Lynn, and Evangeline on the AngelBabies show. All this and more when we continue with Coast to Coast. Don't go away. And now for a little fun on the fairways with J.R. Ibarra.
The Coachella Valley is one of the most unique locations in the country, where there are 85 different golf courses throughout the area. With a geographical location that only extends about 45 miles in length, there's likely more golf spots per capita than any other place in the country. And we found one of those little gems of that group of courses to get in a quick and inexpensive round of golf.
Well, as we mentioned, there's approximately 85 golf courses here in the Coachella Valley. 40 of those are private. Even though this is listed as a country club, yes, there is a membership, but you can play as a public-private partnership, if you will. And during the summertime is when you get the best rates, obviously because it's a little bit warmer out here. But today's not a bad day. It's probably going to be less than 90 degrees, and rates are unbeatable for this time of the year. You can get super specials. I just got this super special for $8.99. So not a bad way to spend a day of golf in the Coachella Valley. Again, the beautiful backdrop of the desert is just amazing to look at. Look at the mountains, the San Jacinto Mountains that kind of surround the whole area here around this particular course. Also in the background, you'll see the Indian Wells Tennis Stadium. That's where they have the World Tour, have their tournament each and every March, I believe it is, here in the Coachella Valley. We'll do some of that down the road. But nonetheless, the backdrop, the background, you can see the water that surrounds some of these holes. It is a very exceptional course to play on when you consider it's just a small executive style course, right around 2,000 yards total. So it's definitely one of those places you come to challenge yourself for your short game. Another kind of fun element out here is typical golf course, especially out in the desert. You'll see a lot of interesting wildlife. Be careful with snakes. I've never really seen one out here, but they do raise their ugly little heads. You'll see road runners, you'll see rabbits, squirrels, and other desert type of beasts and creatures. But for the most part, pretty peaceful way to play some golf on a beautiful summer afternoon. This is such a great course to come down and play even during the summer months. Again, just keep yourself hydrated. Start early in the day or wait for a cool day to pop up. Play late in the afternoon, maybe into the early evening, and enjoy the beautiful backdrop that this has here at Palm Royale Country Club. It's a course that you can find some really great super savings during the summer months, and the rates are not too bad all year round as well. So if you're looking for a little bit of summer fun and wanting to do it economically, this is the place to come to with the Palm Royale Country Club. Such a picturesque little place to come and play a great round of golf. This is J.R. Ibarra.
And coming up when we continue with Coast to Coast, the latest on Barbie Mania with Elise, Ava Lynn, and Evangeline on the AngelBabies show. All this and more when we come back. They own every Barbie movie since birth, so let's check in with the true OG Barbie fans, Elise, Ava Lynn, and Evangeline on the AngelBabies show.
Hey everyone.
Welcome back to the AngelBabies show. I'm Ava Lynn.
And I'm Elise.
We have a really fun kind of, I don't want to say random episode, but we have some like career, getting agents, making money off TikTok tips, and then we also are gonna have some rapid fire questions. Elise has 3 really great interviews, some short, quick interviews.
I'm really excited. I have 3 super awesome interviews that I'm going to share, very related to like the industry, so I can learn a bit more about it while you guys can learn a bit more about it. The first one, I'm interviewing a former SNL actor and now the writer-director of a revenge thriller called Rushed. I interview Saboan Fallon Hogan. And then next, I interview the producer on the Whitney Houston biopic, I Want to Dance with Somebody, Tanner Beard. He's also the co-founder of the Mammoth Film Festival, so it's great talking to him. And then last but not least, I interviewed a talent agent, Joe Lorenzo, who gave really good tips on just what he's looking for in representation and the industry. Obviously right now, the entertainment and film industry is kind of in shambles with the strikes going on right now. We've got the writer's strike and the SAG-AFTRA strike. So it's a very interesting time in this industry. But that being said, for the past century, there have always been movies and there have always been entertainment, and people will always want to watch something. So I think we can always talk about it and we can always move forward. So I'm really excited to get into those interviews. But I think Ava and we also wanted to talk a little bit about maybe what, after this summer, like what some of our goals are, some of the things we've been tapping into, things we've been watching, kind of taking some time for ourselves. We're both working remote right now, so we've spent a lot of time together. And I don't know, is there anything you want to share, Ava, something you've like been into lately or studying lately?
But yeah, no, I've really just been looking at agencies, and then I have really been researching how to make money for like the content creators of the world, how to get ads, how to get brand deals, things like that.
I will go onto TikTok and find something, or like a makeup brand or relationship advice. I mean, it's weird, but I have been using it a lot for just Google, honestly. And
no, literally same.
So if you, I mean, and I think you of all people, Ava, like just with your already following from The Voice, like TikTok would be such a great place for you. And you submit singing videos. I love some of your like photography dumps.
Well, no, I mean, I am definitely trying to take tips from, and also it's just, I don't know, I have such a hard time with this. I get so embarrassed posting.
Yeah.
I get so embarrassed.
Same.
And I'm not even posting things that I would be embarrassed of. It's just the act of posting on TikTok and being like a TikTok content person.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing for me, but I just have to get over it because I really want to make money. I need to make money. And I feel like TikTok is a great platform for me to like make money off of. So anyway, if you're interested in making money off of TikTok, you could try and see if I get to that 10K on my TikTok. I'll be annoying people just posting all the time, but hopefully.
No, but you can let people know too, because you can keep everyone updated on your TikTok journey as we do the podcast.
No, yeah, I'll tell you guys how it's going. I think I lost a follower. I did the 3 videos yesterday and I lost a follower. So anyway, my TikTok is just my name, Ava Lynn Thurston. So you guys can, if you guys see me, be the next Alex Earl. You heard it here first. I'm really trying. I'm doing the 3 videos a day.
You know, Dracula is supposed to sustain himself for a month out there. So he brings on board, in one of the crates, he brings on board a woman from a nearby village from his castle that they sacrifice to him. And so that he can have the blood supply he needs for the journey. So eventually the crew find her and they take her out of his hands. So now he's lost. He doesn't have any blood supply. So he starts attacking the animals. He starts attacking, eventually, of course, the crew. And they don't know what's going on, and she doesn't really know what's going on either. Yeah. To me, Dracula is a 400-year-old man, and that should show in his character, and that should show in his presence in the movie. He's also, as the movie starts, or at least as we get on the boat and he loses his blood supply, he's a character who is like an addict, or he needs his blood, as we need food in a way also. So it's not just an addict, it's just necessary to live. So that aspect to him, the need to regenerate himself in a way, is a huge aspect to a certain section of the movie. Clemens is very unique in the way that he is one of the very few black men who were able to get into a university at the time, like Cambridge, like where he studied. But because of the color of his skin, he was never taken seriously when he applied for work afterwards, even though he was a doctor. So he kind of traveled around in a capacity that was near his father's occupation, and eventually ended up in Varna at the same time and going back to England. And he kind of, by some accidents and conviction, he gets back on board the ship. And his capacity as a doctor makes it possible for Anna to, when they find her, she's drained of blood, but he knows how to do a blood transfusion with very simple means, the way they did it back then. And in a way, therefore, keep her from becoming, a different type of presence.
Youth vaping is still a serious problem across the U.S., as more teens and adolescents are using illegal, disposable e-cigarettes marketed in kid-friendly flavors like cotton candy and gummy bear. They are cheap to buy, contain high quantities of nicotine, and thousands of puffs, making them highly addictive for kids.
They're so easy to obtain, they're inexpensive, and unfortunately, I think some of these students have just think it's a cool factor to have these devices on campus and to use them.
Reynoso points out that vaping is a problem in every school district in the state. And it's not just high school. Kids as young as elementary school age are bringing these disposable vapes into classrooms or sneaking them and vaping in the bathroom or at lunch. California voters passed a statewide flavor ban in 2022, but the problem still exists in the state.
These disposable flavored vape pens are banned in California, which I think is a great thing. But unfortunately, the market has been flooded and continues to be flooded. They're coming across the borders from China. And I can tell you, in my previous experience in law enforcement, recently I saw these devices being manufactured in unsanitary conditions, such as a dirty backyard garage.
The retired cop says elected officials need to be doing more to enforce the laws that voters have passed. Now there are even disposable vapes that are designed to look like school supplies, so it makes it easier for kids to sneak them into school and the house.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, watch us online at coasttocoast.com. Don't forget to check us out on social media. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest.